Cara Frida, Italy, turn of the century. My great-great-grandfather, Antonio, worked in the sulfur mines, very long hours, with the other men of the village. But he wanted a better life for his family. He was a very ambitious man and persistent about moving his family, wife Rosalia, children Filippa, Bartholomew, Concetta, Salvatore, and my great-grandfather Giuseppe to the United States, where he believed the streets were paved with gold. He always kept a brand new Palermo-based steamship company calendar up each year to look at the ships and dream of the day he could save enough money in a jar underneath his bed to live the dream of moving his family to the greatest country in the world. Antonio was too proud to ask for help saving money, but his wife was secretly given money by his cousin to add to the stash to make the dream come true. Between 1880 and 1924, more than 4 million Italians immigrated to the U.S., half of them between 1900 and 1910 alone. The majority were leaving behind the grinding poverty of rural Sicily. In 1906, the family boarded one of those big steamships and landed in Ellis Island. They settled in the Lower East Side in a predominantly Italian Jewish neighborhood. They spoke no English and quickly found out the streets were not as promised. Housing was cramped and crime ran rampant. The children were all enrolled in school as Antonio hoped they would achieve his American dream. But one of the children quickly learned there was no money in education. Young Salvatore took up a job as a delivery boy at 14. Earning $7 a week. But he saw kids his own age making big money, robbing and gambling, and suddenly the streets became his education. If the streets weren't paved with gold, he was going to make sure his pockets were filled with green. He was arrested as a teenager and joined his first gang. His parents were devastated. He chose to start using another name.
Lucky Luciano, the notorious American mafia boss, was one of the most influential and feared criminals of the 20th century. His name is synonymous with the rise of organized crime in the United States and the establishment of the mafia. A gangster, through and through, Luciano lived an astounding life full of intrigue, danger, and excess. From humble beginnings as an Italian immigrant to Prohibition-era bootlegging and racketeering, political manipulation, and murder, Luciano's criminal exploits were as bold as they were brutal and forever changed the landscape of the American underworld.